I'm at the top. Check out this view. Damn, it's incredible. Hopefully you can see it on the camera as good as I can see it here. London is the bomb. Bad choice of words. Today's day 10, and today I'm going to tell you about why I don't use the scales and why you shouldn't either. Plus all the rest of the good stuff, workout info and progress pick at the end. Stand by. If you're starting a fitness routine from scratch, from zero, from ground nothing, the scales are probably the worst thing that you can use to track your progress. Because when you start a new routine, when you start anything new in fitness, a few things are going to happen. Your body, which isn't used to exercising, your body, which is used to piling in junk food and alcohol, is now going to start being inflamed. Some muscles that you didn't even know existed are going to have to start working. They're going to have to start activating, and that inflammation, that swelling, that repair and build process is going to make you heavier. Also, what's going to happen is you're going to get water retention. As you start to drink more and your body needs to be hydrated to fuel the systems that's going on inside it, you're going to weigh more. And that weight is going to be quite a lot of water. Another thing's going to be happening. You're going to be stronger, you're going to have more muscle, especially if you're starting a weight training regime. But even if all you're doing is starting to walk a little bit more every day, your body's going to have to adapt and change and grow to facilitate that level of exercise you're doing now that you never used to do. Which means you're going to have to build some muscle. Even if you weren't intending to, you're going to have to get stronger. That's just a byproduct of any exercise, which means that even though you might be losing fat, you will be losing fat, you're also going to be growing muscle. The problem with growing muscle, if we can even call it that, is when you weigh yourself, you take your total body weight. If you're losing fat, you won't be able to see the total amount of fat lost. Because you're growing muscle, you're taking on water. So weighing yourself is A, going to lead to demoralization, and B, not going to give an accurate result and definition of how fit you're becoming and the true representation of all your efforts. So I'm going to give you some better ways to track your progress. Hey! That's hard. That's really, really hard. Here's the thing as well. If you're tracking your progress properly, it's going to give you psychological boosts. Every single day you're going to wake up, or every week, every time you measure, you're going to wake up and think, oh, I'm doing really well. That progress is coming. So you won't have to leave your fitness and exercise to a higher power. You're in control of your destiny. Before I tell you what you should be using to track, let me tell you what else you shouldn't be using. BMI, there's a really good reason for that. Wait, let me not sit down. No rest allowed. Okay, for the average person, bear with me here, who sits down, eats loads of takeaways, doesn't exercise, BMI can be a pretty good scale. Body mass index, it's just a basic index of your body height versus weight. But here's why it's not good for you. You're not that person. Definitely not anymore. Who you are is a motherfucking fitness freak, a fitness demon, someone who gets up, who's motivated, who goes to the gym. So you're going to start weighing more. You might be losing weight, but ultimately you want to build muscle. So once you reach your goals, your body will not match the weight, or will not match the weight that the BMI says it should be. That's for one very good reason. We don't want to be skinny freaks. We want to be strong, lean, athletic as fuck. So BMI, for us, that's out of the window. We actively want to weigh more than the typical skinny body would weigh at our height and gender. Whether you're female or male, strong is sexy. That's what we want. That's what we want to aim for. No average out here. This is the next most useless, pretty arbitrary method of tracking that we don't want to use. Waist-to-hips ratio. It can be a really good predictor of disease in overweight or obese people, but for us, that's not what we're aiming for. So we can pretty much count it out. But if you're interested, how you get the measurement is you do one measurement around the waist, around your belly button, and then another one around your hips, across the widest part, across your buttocks. And then you divide waist by hips, and that's your waist-to-hips ratio. But for us, even if you're close to or over that number, we're fine. We don't mind, because what we're doing is we're getting fit, we're getting lean, we're getting strong. That number is going to be meaningless in a few weeks' time. No surrender, let's go. Okay, next we're going to talk about the most accurate and the method that I advise you to use, and then I'm going to give you a backup that's slightly easier but slightly less accurate. But first, let's talk about my day. Okay, I'm going to walk for this bit. Firstly, drone update. I've posted the drone back to DJI. It's going to take 2 days to get there to the Netherlands, and then they're going to assess it and let me know. I will keep you updated because I really want to bring drone shots back. Next update. This morning I did a great session at home, bit of a legs melee session, squats, deadlifts, hip thrusts. Enjoyed that a lot. I didn't do a run this morning because 3 workouts over the last 2 days have absolutely killed me. I've really struggled to wake up this morning, so I thought today's going to be a take it easy day. I thought it was going to be a take it easy day, and then I did a legs melee. I thought it was going to be a take it easy day, and I'm running up hills in this park. We move. Tomorrow I'm booked in at the private gym, so I'm going to take you with me. You're going to come, we're going to do a session together. See you tomorrow for that. Let's get back to tracking. First, we have to be honest with ourselves. Out of any fitness goal, what is it that we want to achieve? Either fat loss, not weight loss, or muscle gain. There's one way of tracking both. To track our fat, we are going to use skin fold measurements, and we're going to do that with body fat scapulars. There's 4 measurements: biceps, triceps, subscapular, and suprailiac. 4 measurements you have to do. Then there's a table. It's all over the internet. You can find it, and then you compare those results, and it gives you a full body fat percent. If you want, I'll link it down below. Let me know in the comments. Then to track muscle gain, what we're going to do is we're going to use a tape measure. Measure your upper arm, biceps and triceps. Measure your upper thigh, quads and hams. All of those measurements are going to help you track that no matter what the scale's saying, you're still making progress. Okay, as I head back to the car, because I'm on 59 minutes on this outdoor walk, I actually got well into that. I planned it on being a walk up and down the hills, then I started running, really enjoyed myself. The last method of tracking that you're going to want to use, or the backup method, is almost as accurate as skin fold measurements. Bioelectrical impedance. We've all seen those scales with metal pads on. The scales with metal pads and hand grips, slightly more accurate, but here's how it works. The scales will send a small electrical current. You won't be able to feel it. It won't hurt at all, promise. Through your body. And here's the magic. Here's the science. Lean tissue is very good at conducting electricity. Fat is not good at all at conducting electricity. So those scales can use science, physics, chemistry, biology, and a number of other things to calculate your body fat percentage. Just measuring is still the most reliable method, but if you want to use the scales as a backup or a double confirmation, then you can do that too. All right, I'm done. Workout finished. Stats on screen, progress pic to follow. Next video is going to be the gym session. I'm going to give you even more tips on how to get fit and strong and lean. See you there. See you tomorrow. Bye.